DJ Swall Cure.
DJ Proclaima.
Hi everybody, it's me DJ Proclaima from Soul Cure, the UK Gospel Sound and also soulcureradio.com. I'm about to show you an interview I did recently with a reggae legend, the man himself, Stitchie, aka Lieutenant Stitchie. You watch this, I'm off into the studio, I'll catch you soon.
I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you more than life.
Okay, so you live in Jamaica.
Yes.
Which part of Jamaica are you from? Where do you live?
I was born in Jamaica, in Kingston, Jamaica, then I moved to Spanish Town. And that's where I grew up. I now live in Mandeville, but I am from Spanish Town. I am a Spanish Townian.
You're a Spanish Townian?
Yes.
Okay.
Right through. Blood, flesh, DNA, everything.
Every ingredient. Okay.
Yes, I'm from Spanish Town. So.
And that's the world head office for Stitchie, that's where you're operating from?
Yes, and I still have my connections there, and my network is still, my base is still in Spanish Town, so Spanish Town is my home. Had God wanted me to live anywhere else, he would have set that up, because he's the owner of the entire universe.
So I was going to ask you about the scope of your ministry as well. Are you, for example, do you have a church that you lead, or are you a minister in a church? Or
Yeah.
is it literally just some music that you do? Or?
No, I am a pastor in a church, but I'm not the pastor of the church.
Gotcha.
The bishop, Bishop G.B. Carter, he is the bishop of the church.
Can we send them some love actually? What's the name of the church?
New Life Church of God.
New Life Church.
Yeah, it's in Spanish Town, Lariston.
Larista. Okay.
Yes.
So big shout to all the
to all the members and yes, and to Bishop Carter. He's a wonderful man of God, and his wife is also the assistant pastor. You know, I'm just one of the pastors at D&D.
How long have you been in that kind of ministry?
Since 2007. I'm in and out. Most of the time I'm on the road, right. You know, getting the gospel out there wherever the Lord leads me. Okay. So, you know, that is clearly understood by the body, that I'm not going to be there every Sunday, every month.
Amen.
You know, because there are souls to be won elsewhere. So the Lord said, wherever He send me, I shall go, and whatsoever He commands me to speak, I shall speak.
I know that whenever I've seen you do anything, you're definitely on it for the Lord. Like, you always bring the word.
Yeah.
You always speak about the Lord. So that's why I kind of suspected that you might have that kind of role.
Yeah, and well, sometimes it's not only from a musical standpoint, but I'm also a speaker as well too. Right. So I'm sometimes at different crusades, at street meetings. You know, sometimes I'm in the prisons. You know, sometimes I'm in gambling dens. Sometimes I'm on the drug basis. You know, trying to reach people for Christ. Yeah. So you know, these are not the everyday thing that you would see a crowd, that a crowd would see me, like when I'm on stage.
So let's take a little journey down memory lane.
Yeah.
So I was doing, obviously, know you from a long time, like, you know, as a little youth and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying you're a lot older than me. But obviously you worked with, before you was a Christian, you worked with all the big producers, Danny Brownie, everybody like that.
King Jammies.
Yeah,
we can't leave out Steely and Clevie, because Steely is the one who brought me into the business, actually introducing me to Jammies.
Is that right?
Yeah, Steely is the one who did that, and Where Your Size came out of it. And then I became popular from that song.
But before
so
that,
Steely must be credited.
You was in sound systems?
Yeah, man, I've always been in sound systems. You know, from a youth growing up, there were a couple of sound systems in my community. One, the Django, right? Yeah. You know, I get my practice on. And there's another one called Papa Love.
So I have it that you was in one called Stereo One.
Yeah, man, but that was later on. Papa Love. Which actually, he is the father of Silver Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, Lloyd is the owner of Papa Love.
Right.
And Papa Love is from Spanish Town, from Homestead in Spanish Town. So even though I wasn't the actual DJ for the sound, that sound would play on the HQ every Sunday night.
Right.
Where all the DJs from all over Spanish Town would come and, you know, and ply them trade. And I was one of the person who would go there on a Sunday night at the HQ, but I was the top person who go there. I wasn't the big name DJ, but I was the DJ who top everybody.
Gotcha.
Every Sunday.
You would go there and
yeah, so, you know, when I arrive, it's like, you know, pandemonium, you know, excitement. I mean, the fence literally drop on the ground.
I've got to ask you about stage names.
Yeah.
Because I have the, I'm looking at my notes, DJ Rankin Noseworth.
Well, you have done your research. Yes.
True? This was the stage name?
Yes, the only other person who asked me about this in Proclaima is Radigan.
Okay,
right. Yeah, Radigan. I said, Radigan, oh, did you get that information? So here you are now, years after bringing it up again. Yeah, I was. That was my first name, you know, ranking newsworthy from a character. And
where you get that name, man?
He was a character in a radio serial. You know, it was a story that comes on the radio, like every week, every weekday, and that character was a character that, you know, really attracted me.
But from there you moved to Stitchie?
Yeah, because I'm a lover of citrus.
Citrus fruit, that's what I understand.
Yes.
And somebody misspelled your name?
No, but before that they started, it was citrus, and then they shortened it and called me Stitchie.
Gotcha. So so from Noseworthy you went to Citrus?
Citrus, and from Citrus to Stitchie.
Okay.
And then on my first recording.
That's it, your first? Yeah,
the printer made a mistake and put Stitchie instead of Stitchie. Yeah, and I just kept it. It worked. Yeah. I'm a person who full of humor, so put people in stitches. Now I'm serving the Lord, so I'm stitching back lives into place through the power of the Holy Spirit.
What does it feel like to have that much success?
It's a major thing. It was a major thing, because if you understand the background where I'm coming from the ghetto, youth in the ghetto. I mean, we were so poor that we couldn't even pay attention.
See.
You know what I mean? And then to be coming into the limelight where you're getting a lot of exposure, you know, it was a great feeling, you know, because I was now able to take care of some of the responsibilities, well, all the responsibilities of my family, from my mother, and I wanted my mother to be comfortable because, you know, she was the only person who was there for me. My father wasn't there at all. You know what I mean? We lived in a 2-bedroom board house that you could easily, we never needed air condition because it was well ventilated, holes in different walls and that kind of stuff. Right. You know, so to be in a position where I was able to change that, you know. I started, I was going to school and I, you know, went to university, graduated as a teacher, and then I started teaching, but the salary wasn't cutting it for me to assist.
You were a biology teacher?
Yes, and physical education.
Okay.
Yeah, so when the opportunity came in music, you know, for me to experience all this stardom that you have spoken about earlier, you know, it was a major accomplishment to me because I was now in a position to, you know, make my mother feel more comfortable, you know, get her in a proper home, sort out my, you know, my relatives and help them in that way. Was
it the contrast though, going from being kind of, from what you're describing as very impoverished, to one assumes having a lot of money compared to what you'd had previously and a lot of opportunities? Was that a challenge in terms of handling that? Or?
No, easy because I've been always a person to walk slowly.
Why?
You know what I mean? You know, from a youth coming up, and I've always believed in being very determined. I was very focused. You know, I got my last textbook. This is how focused a person I am. I got my last textbook when I was in grade 3 in the primary school. And I had to go into the garbage bin to take out the books that the richer children would throw away to make my textbook. I had to sometimes write down their textbook into my exercise book for studying purposes. And there were times when I had to make songs out of their textbook to do my exams. One such song is Learn About Your, is Body Body, which went to #1 that I did for Atlantic Records. Learn about your body, 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 learn about your body, 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 body. 206 bones make up your structure. They function properly, them have to work together. We have 2 tongues, we have 8 fingers. But when I wrote down those songs and those lyrics, it reminded me of the text that I need to, you know, to study and how I use them in exams. Don't fall a friend, don't watch style. Don't let them trick you, just fear.